All right. Hello and good morning, family. I know this is where you step in and go, wait a minute. You was fired. Where's Lee? Well, Lee's still in bed. So we're going to do this together now. So it is June 18th. It's a Tuesday on 2024. I hope you guys are well. It's back to Jen. I'm sorry. I'm going to burst your bubble, but that's all right. It's not about me. It's about Divine Spirit. And here's your message for today for Oracle cards. Okay? Work Your Light Oracle is about birthing a new age. And we are certainly doing that. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Yes, we are, because we're heading towards it. Even Yeshua himself, he promised a new world, a new beginning. And I'm all about that. So this means often our path is exactly the one we don't feel prepared to walk. Well, who'd have thunk it? Walk it anyway. Often what is rising feels far bigger than we could possibly hold. Be a container for it anyway. Often our creations seem to have a wild, uncontrollable consciousness of their own. Birth them anyway. I don't want to give birth again, I'm just saying. But I know what they mean. Often what is ours to do is the very thing that most intimidates us. Be courageous. Do it anyway. We're birthing a new age. Right now we're in a transition period between ages, in the process of allowing the old cycle to fall away and the new to arise. Like the driving in the fog and trusting the road will appear ahead. We need to release old identities and ways that no longer serve us, using our intuition as a compass. You are part of a group of souls who have been incarnating at significant periods of history, preparing for this exact time, dreaming a new world into being. Magdalene sisters, daughters of Isis, Essenes, oh gosh, Jen just screwed that one up. Essenes. There's your laugh for the day. Go ahead. That's all right. Laugh at the redneck. Priestesses, witches, mystics, healers, seers, artists, midwives, visionaries, guardians of the earth, and storytellers from times past. Now, I'm not going to get into pagan gods and goddesses. I do not recognize that. I have one divine creator, and I know who he is. I'm not going to get into that. But it's time to give permission and space for what is beckoning within to be born. We're dreaming a new world into being, and that is exactly right. I'm sorry, that old Christian comes out of me, and I know that our God promised a new world. That's God, capital G, just saying. All right. Moving on to our Gaia Oracle today, we have number 43, intuitive communication. Silent whispers of the heart. We're whispering. Well, I'm not going to whisper because you ain't going to be able to hear me. Here we go. This card confirms that you have a natural psychic ability that can be further developed and expanded. But in order to develop this innate gift, you must pay greater attention to your intuition. This can come in many forms. For example, it can be a gut feeling, an unusual or unexpected thought, or a subtle and silent whisper that seems to flow from your heart. Close your eyes. Be aware of all that you feel around you. The universe is alive. The earth and nature are living energies. Whether you know it or not, there's an aspect of you that is in constant communication with all of creation. You are therefore also in constant communication with everyone and everything. All that you need to expand this wonderful ability is within you. Start to listen to your inner voice and learn to trust your vibes and natural instincts. You're about to discover a whole new way of being. And that's absolutely right. You are connected to everything because everything is vibration and energy. God is energy. God is love. Your love. You're His divine creation. Trust the intuitive communication within inside you because it's so important. If we don't start to learn to trust those things and go with it, with that love, how are we supposed to birth a new age? Okay? Your shamanic healing today is number 17. It's the feminine energy. Now, not too long ago, we had the masculine. So what is the feminine? You see the spiral of life in the womb? All right. Let's see what this means. Darkness, the moon, the tides, the quiet gestation before the chaos, the void. These are all aspects of feminine energy. I don't know if I appreciate that. You said the darkness. Okay. We're not that dark, but no, I know what they're talking about. They're talking about the womb, and it's dark in there. Yep. We're passive, waiting, gestating, nurturing. It's the opposite of the prior card, which we talked about, which is the masculine. So very different, yet the perfect companion. Perhaps you have yet to find your feminine side. The life you are leading right now has given you the opportunities to embrace this part of you. But between the two opposing energies, feminine energy is the harder one to embrace. I will agree with that. If you ever argue with a woman, I argue with myself all the time. Just saying. It requires trust and lack of fear. Trust that all is as it should be, and the absence of fear of quote-unquote things not getting done. Oh gosh, they're preaching to me. Perhaps in the past you had been hurt when you were embracing your feminine energy, physically or mentally. This was the free will of the person who hurt you. It was not caused by being who you are or who you were. Do not let the actions of others dictate who you need to be. Examine your feminine side. Become friends with her again. Alternately, this card represents an important woman in the seeker's life. Yeah. Remember, we're all still very balanced with masculine and feminine. Some are more one or the other, right? But that divine feminine energy is very important. And you can tend to argue with it. Believe me, I do. I do. That's all right. But we're talking about birthing. Intuitive communication. Women are intuitive. And we have feminine. All right. We're on a girly day today. You see this? Okay. Your sacred traveler today is grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. All right. We got another divine feminine. Let's see if that keeps on our energy field today. All right. The secret to expanding joy is to cherish the preciousness of life. Yes. Yes. Birth, the womb. It's simple, easy, and so very powerful. Be grateful for as much as you can. Thankfulness is modern day alchemy. It can yield happiness, grace, and peace beyond imagination. Yeah. Women can be very much the peacemaker of the world. But this card, the Sacred Traveler, wants you to know this. The secret to a remarkable, fulfilling journey is to allow gratitude to flow and to flood you at every junction. No matter what twists and turns there are in the road, whether you're comfortable or uncomfortable, whether you're confident or unsure, no matter what your experience, even if your challenges seem insurmountable, feeling grateful will ease any challenge, replace darkness with light, and allow you to hear the chorus of the angels. Your entire life can transform when you take time to fully, deeply, and profoundly allow the grace of gratitude to fulfill you. And I will absolutely agree with that. No matter what crap you're going through right now, remember one thing. Thank you, God, for what you're putting me through, because there is a rhyme and reason behind it. I may not understand it. Thank you, Spirit. They just put it into my head. Think of a woman having the flu versus a man having the flu. A man is dying. That's the masculine. What does the feminine do? She gets up, she pursues, she gives all grace and glory to the divine creator and says, I got this. I got it. Move out of my way. You've got this. The divine feminine is so persistent. Maybe that can be a curse and a blessing at the same time. But remember, we keep trucking. You keep pushing. The majority of this family here are feminine. Now I will address you. You go, girl. You keep doing your thing. But I want to talk to the men too. We do have men in here. I want you to dig deep down into the feminine side of you. Well, I ain't no girl. Well, honey, you've got feminine in you. That's what makes you cry every once in a while. You got sensitivity too. No matter what is going on in your life, you deal with it with mercy and grace and full gratitude to your divine creator. Okay? Because we're traveling to a new world. All right? And you got to be equally balanced to get there. All right? Your angel answers today. Your shoulda, coulda, woulda. What was your question today? What did you ask the angels to help you with? Well, they're saying the answers don't stop. Don't stop believing. Oh, I said that yesterday. Anybody in the mood for a little journey? Okay. What does this mean? That means we're not going to peter out at the red light, okay? We got enough gas. Get up and go. This is not the time to give up. Continue to move in the direction of your hopes, dreams, or plans. You're on the right path, and you should see progress as long as you stay the course. You gotta admit, women are very persistent. I did say that. It's very important that you stand your ground and believe in yourself. Don't let others intimidate you into quitting. Just because they don't have your vision doesn't mean you shouldn't follow your heart. Now, I will say one negative thing about women. They're very hard on other women. Why do we pick on each other? Because we're always comparing each other. Don't be doing that. Don't knock your sister down. Build her up with grace and gratitude. Don't stop. Okay? Keep going. All right. Your healing therapy today is the path to light. Of course, I make the conscious choice to move forward toward the light one step at a time. I transform my weakness into strength by mastering my thoughts. I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally. And that's what a divine feminine does. I'm sorry to the guys out there that don't resonate with this today, but I'm getting so much female energy. Here's Mama. Okay? We just pick up the pieces and we keep trucking. Okay? We don't curl into the ball of, oh, woe is me, I'm just a girl. Oh. No. We're strong. We may not have physical strength, but by golly, we have spiritual strength. Okay? Remember it. So don't badmouth your fellow sister. And first of all, don't spit on the mirror if you're badmouthing yourself. Don't be doing that. Positivity and acceptance. I can do it. I can do it. Extending your light to every being unconditionally is a mother's way of doing that. You love everybody. I'm going to love you through it. I'm going to love you through it. That's all there is. All right? Here's your starseed today. You got the love. Anybody want to go into song? You got the love. You got the right stuff. Sorry. That's from one of my bands that I love. Number one band. I won't get into that. Hadarian energy. Codependency. Boundaries. What? You've got the love. What does this mean? The Hadarians are believed to be beacons of pure, divine, unconditional love who see love in all people and situations. As a result, they can find it hard to have boundaried, interdependent, healthy relationships because they only see the unconditional nature of those they meet. This is an optimistic person, and there's nothing wrong with that, but we also have learned that we can be burned from this. The lovers of the cosmos, they dive in fast. They're here to learn how to love while in a separate body, to learn to love self first, and then establish healthy relationships with others. To remember that the love they seek is already within them, that they truly do have the love of all on their own. The message of this card is to review the ways you may need to establish healthier boundaries. Yeah, that's a problem with Divine Feminine. We let everybody in. Perhaps you're in a codependent relationship in which you may be losing your sense of self. It's common for starseeds to dive deep into relationships, particularly with those who feel safe and familiar at a soul level. Perhaps you're in a relationship in which you give more than you receive. Women do that. Or perhaps there's a certain vitality to it, and you're always unsure where you stand. This card is assigned to do a relationship review and see what energetic agreements you've made, consciously or unconsciously. To acknowledge if there are relationships in which you feel anxious or powerless, in which you don't feel like it's as safe to relax for you just to be you. You do be you, boo. Okay. To assess if there are any places of inadequacy that you've used a relationship to soothe and cover up. We will sweet talk ourselves out of just about anything as women. You'll argue because you're always comparing yourself to another female, but you're loving and you don't set boundaries at all. I can love everybody. I can love everybody. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes those boundaries are necessary. Are you setting them now? Remember, your spiritual and emotional well-being is most important before you can help anybody else. Okay? All right. Telepathy Tree Oracle today is about telepathy. Close soul connection, harmoniously synchronized reenactment of telepathic moments. Well, you want to talk about the Divine Feminine? I got quite a few of my sisters out there that I could think something and they automatically know it. Telepathy. These are the people, and maybe it is a male. Maybe you're in sync with someone that you know that they're already thinking the same thing you are. Yeah. I've got some males in my life. I've always been a tomboy in the aspect of I always had more male friends in my life. But as I've gotten older and gotten more in tune with the intuitive side, now it's more female balanced. Remember the key word, balanced. Okay? All right. Now, your extra tarot today. She's a busy bee recently. She's the Eight of Swords. Now remember, swords are about communication, knowledge, intelligence. Okay? She's blindfolded. She's hoodwinked. All right? She don't know the bird's out of the cage. She can get out of this mess if she just trusts her intuition, which the Divine Feminine is known to have. You're not stuck. You only think, swords, you only think you're stuck. You have all the tools within you to get out of your situation. All right? This is where the little girl doesn't curl up in a ball. You are divine, powerful, strong female. You know the knowledge you need to know. Get out of the cage. Okay? All right. That is your message today. A lot of powerful feminine energy in that. And that's okay. Sometimes we need to beat our chest and be a gorilla and hopefully open the jar of pickles and have upper body strength. That's okay too. But right now, don't stop your journey. Get in tune with who you are supposed to be. But remember, there's a balance to you. It's okay to be a divine feminine. All right? We are a gift. God said we were. Let's birth the new age together. All right? I hope you got a blessing out of it. Sorry, Lee didn't do this one. You can let me know if I'm still fired. All right. Y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see you after a while.